Come on in, guys. Our two Survivor finalists, Maya and Justin. You can take a seat at your morning dinner.
Ooh.
That's so nice. Thank you.
Wow.
So I will be your server tonight. You have won yourself a free ticket to Tribal Council. You have no read on me on Survivor. So we've got some homemade lemonade and some mango pineapple tea for you. And the main course is on its way.
Whoa. Oh.
And for the lovely final two, we've got some rainbow Ritos for you. They are full of love and full of vegetables. And some spicy salsa for the side.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for playing so hard, making it to the end. Woo.
Oh, sorry.
Two roommates.
Okay.
Yeah. You need anything else at the moment? What does it mean for both of you to be here right now?
It means that we pushed through and we made it to the end. I wasn't sure if I would be here. I actually really didn't think that I was gonna make it. But I don't know, I feel pretty proud to have survived Survivor to this point.
What does it mean for you to be here after all of this hard work with Maya at our home, having done all of this, just the accumulation of everything that has led to this moment?
Well, first of all, this is my second free burrito. So that's good. But on a more serious note, yeah, it feels good to be the last two standing, to have pushed each other, made it to the top, and just be relaxing at the top. You know, it feels like we're the only ones on the island. It feels a little bit empty, but it's just me and you, and we're here. So that's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I can't forget.
Enjoy.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you. Look at that.
Good fuel for the final Tribal Council. But you don't need to think about that right now. Or it's a great time to think about it.
Yeah, we're gonna strategize over a burrito.
How's everything going with you guys?
So good. The burrito is so delicious.
Yeah, it's fine.
So, got a chocolate cake for dessert.
Over the top.
Oh my god, that's beautiful.
You guys deserved it. You deserve it.
I'm so excited. Yeah. Oh.
This is like one thing. Normally it'd be like someone made it, they offer you a tiny sliver or something, but to have the whole thing.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
I know I offered you to lick the bowl.
Yeah.
And we were like,
Yeah.
Right on.
So yeah, enjoy your dessert.
yeah.
Oh, it's like so dense and heavy.
You guys want this?
It's your reward.
Yeah, don't offer it. You can offer over your quarter.
That is so rich and delicious.
think it actually tastes better than it looks. I'm not saying so.
Oh my god. This is so good.
Enjoy your meal.
This is delicious. I love you.
I love you guys.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marin. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Happy final tribal council. Congratulations to Justin and Maya, our two winners. And congratulations to the jury for just being the best roommates ever. And yeah, I'm glad you get to enjoy those little treats on behalf of Marin and all of the other birthday babies we have in the house.
Thanks, Jamie.
Justin's birthday's in 4 days. Maddie's birthday was last tribal council. We've got David on the radar coming up on his birthday. And we've got a Survivor finale right here, right now. Final tribal council. This is gonna go different than all of the other tribal councils we've had. And we will start out where our two finalists, one at a time, will stand up and give a little speech about why you feel you deserve to win, if there's anything you want to clarify in that moment with any of the jury members, or whatever your case to the jury is. This is your opportunity to say everything that you feel you want to share. And then we will start off with the jury, or we'll go to the jury, and each of the jury members will one by one stand up, and you can say whatever you want. You can say what you've learned, what your thoughts are, if you just have a statement, or you want to ask. The primary thing you want to do is you want to ask Justin, Maya, or both of them which one you think you personally want to vote for and who you think deserves. You'll have this conversation. The jury will one by one go and vote for who they want to win. So you're not voting someone off, you're voting for who you want to win. So whose name you put down will be that much closer to winning.
Hey Jerry. Justin. It's good to see everyone.
Hey Justin.
You look really nice today.
Thanks. You too. Thanks. Well, one of the reasons, it's a little bit related to the game, but I've made a lot of fires. You know.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Well, it's pretty short and simple. I think I played really well in all the challenges. For the most part, gave it my all, and like competed that way. But also worked the social dimensions of it, like, you know, making alliances when it was good. But I think something that I said at the beginning and that I maintained true to, except for one moment when I lied to David, just during that intense tribal council, like, anyway. Yeah, I've been honest the whole time. I don't think I've backstabbed anyone, really. Like that time with you, Jake, the first time. Then the second time, it's like I didn't even want to talk to you because I didn't want to like lie to you and stuff. So I have voted people out, but I haven't, you know, gone against anyone. I haven't had to, fortunately. So I think that would be one. Yeah, I think I was a good teammate with the blue team. Really positive attitude towards it. And yeah, I mean, I feel like there are a lot of people who could have been here right now. It just worked out this way. But I feel me being here makes sense. So I think I'd be a worthy candidate to be voted for Survivor. I understand if you don't, but it just makes sense, yeah, when you look at competition and honesty, relationships. I don't know. That's pretty much it. I don't have much else to say, but I'm looking forward to hearing questions, and I'll answer it, clarify any stuff.
Hi. Hi. Why do I deserve to win Survivor? I don't know. No, just kidding. Well, okay, so when we first started this game, I was like, oh, I am not gonna be the best at all the challenges. Like, I'm not the most physically fit out of everyone here, and I do not think well under pressure, so I'm like not thinking very clearly right now. I'm a little bit nervous, but I also just have no patience for puzzles. I was like, shoot, okay, I'm gonna have to think of another strategy. And I was thinking like, okay, what are my skill sets? Like, I'm pretty good with people. Like, I know how to talk to people and get along with them, and like, these are my friends. You guys are all my friends. And I thought, I know, I'll just make as many alliances as possible. Which worked out really well until I realized that I have to lie to all the people who aren't benefiting me in that moment. And I'm really sorry that ended up being like almost everyone here. I really apologize, guys. I hate lying in real life. And this like made me feel really guilty. Like, I was so emotionally invested in this game. Like, I thought about it every night before bed and had so many dreams about Survivor. And I was so nervous before every challenge. And I just like felt guilty about lying to people, and I didn't want to hurt people's feelings. And I got my feelings hurt at one point too, which was just like, you know, it was just kind of stressful, but it was also fun. Like, the challenges were fun, and I was really physically invested as well. Like, I gave it my all. Also, I was the one who found the immunity idol. Justin and I both put in a lot of time and effort into looking for it, and he found a clue for it, but the clue was super cryptic and like didn't really help us out with the location of it or too much. And I had the idea to look in the garage, in the bookcase, like look through all the books even before we found the clue, and that's where the idol was. And then I gave it to him to use, and like I had all the alliances, all the insights as to, you know, like when's Justin gonna be voted out, and I was like convincing people not to vote for him, and I like knew when he should use the idol. And so I feel like Justin even said it in the last tribal council that he couldn't have been here without me, but I feel like I could have gotten to this point without him. Like, I had other alliances, like all female alliance.
No, it's okay. Go, do your thing.
I think I could have made it to the top two. I think I could have made it to the top two on my own. And so I deserve to win Season 1 Survivor, the Treehouse Lockdown, because I played the better game. We can either start. Oh, Yuvia.
I'll start. I want to congratulate the last two contestants. You both put in a lot of work, and even though Maya, I feel like you backstabbed your girls in the end, you like did it for love. So I don't know if that's justified, but it's still kind of sweet. So I have a question for both of you. Okay, so it's like an ethical question, right? So let's say you're driving a truck and it's raining really hard out, and you only have one passenger seat, and you pass by a bus stop, and in the bus stop there are 3 people. One is an old lady who if she doesn't get to a hospital fast, she's gonna die. The second person is your best friend who's always been there for you, like all the time, for years. The third person is the love of your life, who you might never see again. So the question is, who would you pick up? The old lady, your best friend, or the love of your life?
Oh. Damn! We starting out difficult.
Nice job, Evie.
I would pick up the old lady because she's the only one whose life is at stake. And I know my best friend and the love of my life are like two amazing people, and they would understand if I didn't pick them up, and they could just catch the bus later.
Even though the old lady has lived a long, probably happy life, you might never see the love of your life again. And your best friend, they might feel like upset because they've always been
Justin,
first.
how do you feel about that?
So yeah. So my answer would be, it's a little bit unconventional. I would park at the stop. I would get out. I would get the love of my life to drive the old lady to the hospital.
What if Maya can't drive?
Alright, this is Yuri's question, guys.
Yeah. Let me think.
I like this though, go on.
I mean, definitely the old lady. One, it's like, I understand the constraint of one passenger seat, but I would try to make room first of all, because I'm pretty sure you could fit 4 people in.
Can't they get in the back of the truck?
Yeah.
The only 2 people can be in the truck.
Okay, I would get out. Okay, this is what I would do. I would park there and get my best friend to drive the old lady to the hospital while I chill with the love of my life.
Okay, that was
I'm really impressed with how Justin performed in the challenges. Like, did a really good job. Things that I don't think that have been proven that I couldn't do. So, but Maya was my ally and teammate. So, I guess what my question is, Justin, what can you say that will make me want to vote for you, even though we didn't really talk much strategically throughout the game?
Yeah, well, I'm glad that I didn't talk strategically, because then I would have had to backstab you at some point. So I wanted to keep that relationship, at non-confronting terms. But I mean, what could I say? I mean, I guess it's for you to decide what Survivor is about. And I understand we played different games, and I was better at competing in the challenges. But I definitely worked my alliances and worked the social dimension of that as well. So we were both crafty in that regard. I just didn't, I wasn't able to be on your team. I think we would have been great teammates. It's sort of just how the cards fell.
Respect.
Okay, guys. First off, just want to apologize because I've been a pretty sore loser. That's just because I love Survivor, but I guess my question is, I have some I'll just jump into it. Maya, did you ever plan on maybe steering from the obvious of Justin and going with the female alliance? Or was your head always sort of whatever with them, I'm gonna go to the end with Justin?
Well, that's what I told Justin the whole time. But there definitely
I trusted you!
there definitely was a point when you guys were all yeah, feminism, and I just felt really tight with you guys, and I was that would be really, really cool to just have the 3, you, me, Maddie at the end. And I definitely did consider it. But I just felt I couldn't really trust you guys fully to not vote me out, you know? So that's why I went with Justin.
Justin, do you feel like you really performed in the game outside of being physically apt?
What do you
In what other ways were you like really into the Survivor game and playing the game of Survivor besides like winning at challenges?
Oh. Well, I don't think it was Maya doing the dirty work for me at all.
So how did you manage to get through the game without really lying to anybody?
Well, I just made the alliances where they mattered. Like me and David were going strong for a while, and that carried you. Like, I think I had good influence. Like I sort of knew what was going on and was just able to really capitalize on that and steer the conversation away from me. Like, I think if this game was played over again, everyone would do it differently, and they would probably try to vote out like me or you know, the really, you know, people in the beginning. But luckily I didn't have to, I wasn't the target a lot. But to answer your question, yeah, during the game I was strategizing a lot. I also searched like crazy for the immunity idol and found the clue, which like I woke up that morning and I was like, today I'm gonna find the idol. And then Maya was like, no. No, you're like, you doubted it. Like you had given up hope for it, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, but I said if anyone can find it, it's gonna be you.
Okay, but so I was sort of like the motivating force behind that effort.
He was determined.
Yeah, and just, I mean, yeah, you show up to the challenges, you strategize with people. I think a lot of people can attest. I didn't really talk to that many people outside of it. I just kept the core group, but yeah, I think there's a lot that went into it.
Question is sort of geared towards both of you. So at the end of this, one of you is gonna win, but do you feel like in this scenario that there is a winner and a loser, or do you guys kind of feel like you're both winning because you're like here together at the end of this? Like, I'm curious, if one of you wins, will the other one feel like, man, I lost, or will you just feel like we won?
It already feels like we won, just getting to this place, but the next level would be who becomes the sole survivor, and I think we both want to win. Yeah, I mean, if she wins, right, I'll be happy, but I'll still feel like I lost. I'll also feel like I won because she won, but yeah, there's a distinction.
And also, I do think you guys both played a good game. That's why you're both sitting at that really comfy couch. No hard feelings.
David Schreiber.
I just wanted to ask Justin, would you be sitting here right now if it weren't for Maya?
Yeah,
How?
I mean, so we both made it down to when there was 6 people left, and then I won the immunity in the ocean, and then the next one. How did it work? I don't know. Like, what
Gave you
was
the immunity idol.
Yeah, I mean, but we had decided from the start. We both had like an equal part in getting that, and we decided whoever needs it first plays it.
Okay.
Like, we were about to play it that one time when you guys tried to
Yeah.
gang up on Maya. But yeah, we functioned together as an alliance, but
Okay.
I think I would still be here. I just would have had to play the game differently, like if she had gotten out earlier.
Okay.
But
Maya, for what reasons besides your turning on allies do you deserve to win Survivor?
Well, I think I said them all, like, in my little speech, but I was, like, really, like, fully invested in the game, like, my heart, my mind, my body, and my soul, like, I just really wanted it, and I worked as hard as I could, like, I really did my best every step of the way.
Okay. All right, last question is for Justin. Would you do anything different?
Good question. I don't think so.
Good.
The cards just fell.
I'm done with my questions.
Well, okay.
That's what I wanted to hear.
No. The one thing, I don't know if I should say it, cause I didn't want to vote you out when it was 5 people left. So
Dude, I would have
think-
voted you out. I mean.
Yeah, well, no. If Maddie didn't win the challenge, then I could have stayed true to that because I really valued that throughout the whole time, and I think I can credit our alliance to getting me here too. Jake, I'll do that for everyone listening.
I'm having a tough time thinking of some questions. You guys kind of already answered. Say is just like I'm really impressed with how both of you guys played. It's kind of like opposite strategies, whereas Justin was very, I don't know, just like good and dedicated at the challenges. But I'm really impressed with Maya's ability to like navigate her way through, even though like was not as good at the challenges. So I don't know. I think I only have one question, and it's for Maya. Would you have done anything differently? Or do you think you played the game like perfectly?
Well, the thing is that I like don't feel like good about the way that I got here, you know? Like Justin is like, yeah, like I'm strong and I kicked ass at the challenges and like I didn't do anything morally bad. But if I could have done that, it would have been awesome. So maybe if I had like trained a lot, you know, in years leading up to this, and then been really like just like good at the challenges, I would have done that.
Okay. Well, I don't think you played the game like any worse or better than anyone else. I think you played better than anyone else, just utilizing those strategies as opposed to like having to, you know, gain immunity from winning challenges. So I'm impressed.
Thanks, Jake.
So congrats to the both of you. I think you both definitely deserve to be here today. I think it was like sneaky that you guys both got to like the top 2 because like I was so confident in Jake and Maddie and I's alliance, and I was like, oh, of course they have 3 people, like we'll make it. But like you guys like out strategized and like really competed well. But so I guess my question is for both of you. Just what would you say is your biggest accomplishment throughout this like competition? Like what did you just like thrive the most in?
I think one of my biggest accomplishments was like getting the first hoop out of anyone. If only I could have done that 2 more times.
Such a good role. Yeah.
And then also like Maddie and I worked so well on that puzzle together. And just like getting that before right in the middle, that was a pretty good big accomplishment for me. But also like hiding in the rat cage, I think like that was a good hiding spot. I was pretty proud of that.
Definitely the ocean. I'd never swam that far out in the ocean, let alone. Well, I've done that in tropical waters where you could still somewhat stand and like see through the water and stuff. But I can definitely be a little bit fearful of like dark, cold water that you can't touch the bottom. And like the fact, like it was really rough actually because my whole body was numb for most of it. I'm sure like David and Shania can attest to it. Like, yeah, it was really intense. But Yeah, so I was proud of that. And then the last challenge with the sand dunes. Like, I'm big and I guess I'm somewhat physically fit, but not really. I'm not really in shape. So running up and down 9 times was pretty intense.
That was an accomplishment for me too.
Yeah, those 2 challenges. Well, and the eating thing too.
Oh my god.
Cause I was close to beating Shania. I actually think I could have beat her, but I don't even want to say this. Really, never mind.
Yeah.
Shania beat me.
It's enough.
Yeah.
Winning.
No, but the biggest thing would be how that it pushed me to do things that I wouldn't normally do. So.
Yeah.
Dude, that was so cool. Okay. First, I just like want to assert that I knew what was going on the whole time with the idols and no one believed me. I was like, Justin found a clue and he cleaned out the entire garage and he found it and we gotta get Justin out.
I believe you.
Okay. Shania believed me, but yeah, so I just like feel like very just like
Unheard.
yeah, I feel so heard now. And then like Maya was like, well, at least I know I can count on Marin's vote. And I was like, what? Like, I thought I was gonna like vote for Justin because he played a great game. But now I'm just like seeing how it was collaborative for you guys the whole time. Like I just like started thinking about how like Justin like ate the burrito. It like took the burrito in the eating challenge because he was like, oh my god, I have an immunity idol. I can get a burrito and still stay in the game. I'm like, wow, like I do admire like some of the moves you guys made. So I'm just like wondering if there was any like physical feats or like strategical moves that like other people made that like you yourselves admire.
Okay, what do you think? Disclaimer, you were right about us finding the immunity idol, but way too early. Because when I cleaned out the garage, that actually had nothing to do with finding the immunity idol.
But you said you thought it was in the garage.
I did.
Yeah.
No, at that point, I thought, there's no way I'm gonna find it. I'm just gonna lead people on to thinking that I already found it so that they give up. But then I found it later. I'm like, I shouldn't have been dropping hints. But we found it like a couple weeks after the garage had been cleaned out.
Well, I really am so impressed by David and Shania and Justin for going and lobbing it into the ocean. Like, after experiencing like 30 seconds of that, I felt like I was gonna die. And so I cannot believe you guys did that all the way there and all the way back twice. Like, that was badass. I also really like how like Maddie was so chill throughout the whole thing, and like even when I voted her out, she was like, oh, it's okay, and she was just the sweetest. Like, I felt like everyone was emotionally impacted by it a lot, and especially when you get voted out, like that hurts, or when someone betrays you. Maddie was such a good support about it, and I really admired that.
I wasn't not offended. I like how it
And Ian. Ian was chill.
I was impressed with how the red team pulled through with like 2 straight wins. And it went from 3v5 to 3v3. So that was like really cool. Shout out to the red team. Strategically, I don't know all the strategy that people had going into it. I'm sure it was good. I think the chicks had some scheming that. Do I admire that? I mean, not really, but it's probably a good move, you know, to like perform those things. I admire a lot of people for one, either how they've played, but mostly just like being a good sport. I think, like Jack and Yuvia for sure. Like getting voted out first 2 sucks. But you guys were real cool with it.
Jack.
Why do you guys say my name in these? Alright, so it seems like Justin, you killed it on all the challenges, whereas you didn't really care much for the strategizing, at least by comparison to Maya, who killed it on all the politicking, but didn't do so hot in the challenges. Food for thought for everybody, and a question to you guys. Which do you think is more impressive, like respectable, worthy of winning? The politicking or the challenge?
I think in this council, the impression has been that Maya was the only one strategizing and politicking, but she definitely wasn't. I was definitely strategizing the whole time. I was helping like inform her strategy. Like it was a team effort on the strategy. Yeah, she had to go behind people more, and I didn't as much, but I was still involved in many different ways. So I think I had both the politicking and performing, but Maya was definitely more so on the politicking. Like getting Marin out, I was really adamant about that. I don't want to compete with Marin because she's gonna be good, and that's because I knew that you were out there to get me. I'm like, Marin she has it. I guess performing, because when it came down to it, the last like few challenges, it was all about performing for that individual immunity.
Well, for me, like the politics was more valuable because like that's what I played into, and like that's how I got to this point. But I think like it was so valuable because I learned a lot about like everyone here and about myself, and just like interacting with people. We can compete and we can like run a race and you know, see who's the strongest, the fastest. But at the end of the day, it's like I love you guys, and like I really enjoyed like talking with all of you and like playing with all of you.
So with all of those conclusions being vocalized, let's get to the vote. So Yulia, you can start it off and place your vote for who you want to win.
Should we just go inside to vote?
No, we can just
Bro, did you just look in the elephant, David?
No.
David!
I just want to thank each of you for giving so much of your energy and your passion into this game, and this is the conclusion of our tribal councils, and I will not read the votes tonight. I am going to save the votes until the live studio reading of the vote. Welcome to the season finale of Survivor Treehouse Lockdown Edition. Here we have our final contestants and the full jury as we are about to reveal who is the winner of this season. Here are our contestants and our finalists, Justin and Maya. Woo! The jury. It has really been a very special quarantine because we all put our hearts together and played this game, and stakes were high, competition levels were rising, and I feel like we've all bonded on a deeper level than ever before through this game. And I feel like we've all grown a little bit individually and as a collective, so good job to each and every one of you. Only 2 people could have made it this far, and only 1 will be the sole survivor, but each of you played a very impressive. Final 2, how are you both feeling right now?
I actually feel pretty good because I feel like it's a win for me either way. Like
I want Justin to win just as much as I want to win myself.
I want to win still. It'd be cool if you would win, but it would be a loss for me. Nah, I'm kidding. Yeah, it's been a while since we finished playing, so it's kind of weird to all be gathered together like this again. Sort of like a throwback, but it'll bring some closure, hopefully, and I'll be able to sleep better. It's been a month of losing sleep over worrying about if I'm gonna win or not. But anyway.
Alright, so with that, let's get to the readings of the votes. So each vote counts for you. This moment, you want the majority votes, and the person with the majority of votes wins. And I must say, we have 2 finalists and 8 jury members, so there's a possibility of a tie.
Oh shoot.
What
Just
happens
saying.
then?
So let's get to it.
That was gonna be a chill night.
First vote, Justin. That's 1 vote, Justin. Second vote, Maya.
Oh, nice job.
Third vote, Justin.
Yeah.
That's 2 votes, Justin. 1 vote, Maya. Maya.
Yeah.
We're tied. 2 votes, Justin. 2 votes, Maya. Justin.
It's been good.
3 votes, Justin. 2 votes, Maya. Maya. We're tied again. 3 votes, Justin. 3 votes, Maya. 2 votes left.
There we go. You either sweep it or you tie it.
Justin. 4 votes, Justin. 3 votes, Maya. 1 vote left.
What is the last vote? I just want to know.
And the winner of the special edition season of Survivor, Justin! In Survivor.
It was nice playing, everyone.
Justin, what is the move that you feel got that crown on your head? If you could pinpoint one moment that you felt that this was coming.
Oh, the moment? Definitely running up the dunes. But it wasn't just one thing that led to it. There was no moment in which I thought I would win it.
And what about right in the beginning, episode 0, when you were like, I got this in the bag. This is gonna be easy.
That was before I even knew what Survivor was.
I also tried to target Justin.
I also tried to target Justin.
We all wanted to target
And
We all
David had
wanted
my
to
back.
target Justin.
No.
David!
Loyal.
So David,
okay.
David, I want to ask you, like, looking back and even from how you were thinking in the moment, how do you feel about your initial alliance with Justin?
I think it was a smart move because I had a strong player that had my back. There was multiple moments later on that we could have changed and turned our back on Justin or Maya. And so that was where the real blunder came in.
If you could go back and change one move that you did in the game, what would that have been?
And then play the Hidden Unity Idol. That was an error, but you know, like that's an error that people make in that game.
Jack, now that you know what Survivor's all about, are you ready to come back for season 2?
No.
At this point, I couldn't care less.
You get such a good TV personality.
How about you, Yulia? I mean, you really let your heart call about last move that got you pulled out of the game, but it seemed like you were really on a strong path to potentially even winning. Like, when you look back, like, what do you think about how you played? How do you feel about your game?
So the day that I got voted off, or that I lost the challenge to Ian, I actually thought I was gonna win. It was like after the mud bath, and I think I just learned that I can't like jump to conclusions, because when I was battling with Ian, I thought I heard him come out of his water pop, but I didn't. So I like came out myself. But I think I would play again, and I think I would have a better chance of winning.
So Shania, I know that Survivor has been a sore subject for you.
I'm not gonna cry.
So if you were to play again, what would you go into it differently with?
Well, I would definitely just go in ready to break other people's trust, ready to make the moves that have to happen to win the game, and not be scared of hurting somebody's feelings, because really at the end of the day I wanted to win, and feelings heal.
So Maya, now that the votes have been read and Justin has won, does it feel like how you thought it would feel if you won, or does it hurt a little bit?
Well, there was one moment when like Justin's name was read like the second time, and I was like, oof. But then I don't know, I was so happy that he won. It's like he's so happy, and I'm kind of glad I didn't win, because then everyone would be like, oh, she won. Like, okay, Maya, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't like to be like the center of attention, and I'm just proud of Justin. Also, he deserved it more. I don't know if I really felt like I deserved it. Like, if I was in the jury, I probably would have voted for Justin too, and like played the way that I did.
That's why you're in the final two.
I'm glad Justin won. Good job.
Can we all high five each other?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What was your strategy? Because I feel like you were a big threat, and that could have been why you were taken out so early. So what was your game plan?
Yeah, so I have like something to also say about that. It was like mentioned earlier how like people have like natural alliances, but like my like natural alliance was like Jamie, who isn't playing. So I had to kind of like scavenge around, and like I think like a lot of people like on the team, like Maya and Justin, like had no doubt that they would be loyal to each other. David and Shania are pretty tight, and then like the three over here, and then like Jack and Yuvia, and I'm just like over here trying to fend for myself. Like, it's nice that you thought I was a threat, and I do feel kind of complimented by it. Yeah. Anyways, Justin and I are
We
great
could be on an
teams.
alliance in season 2.
I know, like
Let's-
season 2, I know
let's
who
work
I'm
it
gonna
out.
be an ally with.
Yeah.
But now that you've won, you're gonna be a target, you know?
Yeah. Fun.
This is it. We did it. And all that's left is for the money to transfer to Justin's bank account, and for everyone to go on and just outwit, outwin, outlast till the end of your life, and just be a survivor in all the positive ways in your life, and persevere, never give up, bond with the people that you want to go to the end with, and stay strong. Just good job, everybody.
It was a grueling process. So much time, doubt, effort, sunrises and sunsets, filming out there, setting up challenges, just waiting around. So much juicy drama. Really entertaining behind the scenes. I was really I felt grateful that our roommates were comfortable. It was really special to share those moments with the players in the one-on-one interviews. And in the end, it was all worth it. And I'm really happy with the final product. I hope you guys liked it. And thanks, Jamie, for bringing us all together. A once-in-a-lifetime experience that I'm never gonna forget.
Got nothing left for you guys. That is all for this season. It really was a huge effort from the production crew, from each of the contestants. It took up most of our entire lives, and I really hope that you guys enjoy it as much as we did. And just thank you all for watching and supporting us. And I hope to one day be on The Real Survivor, so stay tuned. Love you guys.